Good morning. Bed is made. Coffee is made, and I'm finishing up, and I'm going to take you out to the kitchen right now. I am finishing up my coffee here. I had a little bit earlier and just enjoying my morning with my husband. This is how I make my coffee. I put it in a big quart jar. I use this Stanley strainer. I'm using decaf coffee for the last 3 weeks just to help my thyroid health. Decaf coffee, Swiss processed, water processed decaf coffee, and then I do 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold unsalted butter, and I add that just a little bit of pumpkin spice, and of course 5 drops of 5% Lugols. The recommended is 4 drops of 5% Lugols, but I'm doing 5 drops because I'm healing my thyroid. Good morning, beautiful. Coffee is so good. It was an adjustment going from the half and half to butter. And I tried a couple other things, but I ended up landing on the Kerrygold unsalted butter as my best favorite, I guess, out of all of the non-dairy options. So anyway, and it's a good way to get my fats in the morning as well. I tried it with an egg yolk blended. I use this heavy blender right here, this KitchenAid blender. I use that as my immersion blender in my quart jar. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy the last bit of my coffee. I'm going to go for a walk today. Gonna get it done, but first I'm gonna take care of my skin. I'm gonna put a little bit of tallow on. So here we go. So I just take a little bit of my tallow that I have in the kitchen, and I just use it for my skin, and it's really, really a great moisturizer. It just absorbs in so nicely. So that's what I do in the morning and at night. I'm gonna do my lips, and that is it. And then I have a little bit of this natural, I'll link it for you below, this natural organic, it's like a tinted moisturizer, and I like it. It's just really good for your skin. It's healthy for your skin, and it does have a little bit of SPF in it as well, like a natural SPF in it. So if I'm outside, it does protect my skin a little bit too. And it just kind of covers up and smooths out some of the old lady skin. And I've been doing it in the kitchen because I have light here in the kitchen. So then the next thing, I have this little bronzer stick. This is like the really simple, easy, this is my everyday, real easy everyday makeup that I do if I'm wearing makeup. And this is what I do. And then I just put a little up here on my forehead and a little down here, and that is it. And then I have this little mauve kind of color stick kind of at the end of it, and I just go on my, like the apples of my cheeks. You can smile, and I just go right in there just to give a little bit of color, and on the edge of my nose. And if you want to, you can put a little bit on your lips. And that is it. The last thing I do is mascara. And so I just put a little bit of mascara on. And I've tried many different ones over the years, and this one's okay. It's not my favorite. I got it when we went up for the wedding. But It's good enough for an everyday. I don't want to look like I have a bunch of makeup on for just the everyday. So that's it. That is my everyday fresh face makeup, easy peasy look. My skin's taken care of and I am ready this day. So you want some frozen strawberries? And half and half. All right, let's do it. So we got our strawberries here and they are in some hot water. You are in hot water. This takes a second. Defrosted. And a little low carb cereal right there. Is that good, Bubba? Okay.
Real good.
Really good.
But there's no strawberries.
You need a spoon. There you go. Spoon. Love you. Enjoy.
Help you?
It is late morning and I just wanted to show you I'm having a drink. So I made a big container of my electrolytes and this is one of my favorites. It's peach mango. So I just put 1 scoop of that in with my water and shake it up. And I'm also having a little mid-morning snack. So this is my favorite way to make bacon. I just layer it all in here and I cook it for about 10 minutes on 390 and then I flip it and I like my bacon a little more done. I know it's weird, but I like it to be more done. So, but if you flip it halfway and then put it back in, you could do like maybe 7 more minutes. And then the awesome thing about those silicone mats is that they do collect a lot. So the trick with these little baskets, this is a Ninja air fryer. We love this one. We bought a real big giant air fryer. It's also Ninja. It's like the big Ninja, like XL. That one's great for, it's good for what it's good for, but it's good for like baking and doing stuff that's like in containers. But actually for air frying, it's kind of a mess because you have to constantly be cleaning those drip pans or else you'll just smoke yourself out. So we had it on the back deck for like all summer long, but I finally scrubbed it and cleaned it all out all the way. That was a process. And I ended up gifting it to my son and daughter-in-law to use as a little mini oven in their house. But I love my Ninja, my little drawer air fryer, because it's so easy to clean. I'm going to show you. So I'm collecting the bacon grease. I just keep the little bacon grease in a cup. But the cool thing about the little basket air fryers is that it's so easy to clean. So a lot of times I can just rinse it out really, really good, or let the little silicone liner come out and then I'll rinse underneath here really good. Sometimes you'll just have to add a little dish soap and use your dish brush and just give it a little swish, but literally that's it and it's all clean, and then you can just put it back together and it's ready to go for the next person, and then it doesn't smoke you out of house and home. So that's what I really love about them. They're handy. The kids use these multiple times a day. And anyway, that's it. I'm going to go have a little, this is not all my bacon. This is to share, but I'm going to go have some of this bacon and share it with the kids and get started with some homeschool. It is lunchtime for my little people and I am making them some chicken legs. So I always keep chicken legs, most time defrosted, in my refrigerator and just ready to go. So I just pop them in our air fryer here. This. And I'm just going to season them with some of this. This is some 7 seasoning by Saltgrass. And so I just season them on the front and on the back of each one. And they turn out beautifully like this. You could also just do some Parmesan cheese if you wanted to on them. If your kids like Parmesan cheese, you could do a little taco seasoning if you can get a nice, good, clean taco seasoning. I'm not super duper picky with the little kids. If it has a little sugar in it, I'm okay with that in a seasoning. As long as it's pretty clean ingredients, I'm kind of okay with that. It doesn't have to be perfect carnivore for them. But anyway, here is the chicken legs, and I just put them in our air fryer for 25 minutes, and I do it on 390, 25 minutes. And lunch will be done. And we already had a little bit of bacon earlier, so that'll be pretty much it. And then I'll just wait until I get hungry later to eat. So I'm going to refill up my water bottle now. I had my electrolytes, had my coffee, had my electrolytes, and now I'm going to refill my water bottle. And I try to do water bottles in between. So in between coffee or electrolytes or anything like that, I try to get in my water during the day. Okay, so I have these 3 quarts of broth, all canned up from last night. I just put them into the refrigerator and just let them sit. So these are cold, and I put them into cold water in my Instant Pot. Cold going with cold. And it just takes a little longer to get up to pressure, but it won't start timing anyway until it starts pressure. So I'm just putting these 3 quarts in here, and I'm going to can my broth for 25 minutes. So I'm just going to do 25, and I'll see you when they come. So I've been using this little Nesco pressure canner, electric pressure canner now for, I don't know, maybe like 4 years, probably going on 5 years. I have 3 of them, and I prefer them to the big giant pressure canners that have to be on the stovetop. For one, I have a glass stovetop, and it really we've already gone through 1 glass stovetop with a heavy pressure canner, so it's not good for a glass stovetop. And 2, I'd have to go outside and can outside with gas and kind of be back and forth in between the house and that and babysit in it. So these little things have their place. They do come in handy when you just want to can up a few quarts of something at a time. You want to set it and forget it and not worry about it. These are just really great. So I've used this to stock my pantry in the past, and I'm using it now to make all of my broths and my canned meats and things like that. Mainly, we don't go through much canned meat though. I'm going to just be real honest with y'all that we've had canned meat sitting in our pantry now for, I don't know, it's quite a few years, and it would be great in a pinch, like if there was a real quick emergency and somebody was really starving and you had to get them some food right away, it would be good for, or if you need a convenience meal, the canned meat is good. But honestly, we just enjoy taking the meat out of the freezers and just cooking it fresh. So anyway, but I do enjoy my bone broth and having my chicken broth and all of my different soup bases. I like having them ready to go. So that's kind of really nice where this little Presto Nesco comes in. Okay, so the chicken is ready, and we're going to put it in the bowls, and we have some different options. Most of the time the kids just eat these plain, but you can see how toasty and crispy and delicious they turn out, like a super nice crisp in just 25 minutes. So it's just nice to have these defrosted in the refrigerator, ready to go. Or if you don't, you can just, put them in some warm water in a bowl and just let them defrost quickly so you have them. So do you want to just have them plain, or do you want something on them?
Ketchup.
You want your ketchup on them? Or we also have ranch.
What's ranch?
Your ranch dressing. Do you want the ranch dip or do you want just ketchup?
Ranch dip and ketchup.
Oh my goodness. So this is the Primal Ranch, and we just get this at Walmart, and our kids really love it. So that's a good option too. Or if you could find a low sugar or no sugar barbecue sauce. We've also made our own too with our own sweetener, like allulose. You could do that too, and that turns out to be a really good barbecue sauce. But this is just a low sugar option. So this will be a kid's option, not necessarily for me and my husband, but it's kind of nice. Sometimes they'll like that on a hamburger or something. All right, so you got your chicken?
Mm-hmm. Mustard on this side. Ketchup.
Looks delicious. Say bye.
Bye.
Are you going to show them how you eat your chicken legs? Wow. Now you got the ranch sauce. The first one you had your ketchup.
We can give that whole chicken instead.
Okay. All right. Mama's going to work on your lesson here, okay, while you're eating. It's a little after 1 o'clock and I'm getting a little hungry for lunch, so I'm using this chuck steak that has been in the refrigerator to frost it. So I'm just putting that in my handy dandy Ninja. And what I like to do, how I like to do my steaks is I set it on 390. There you are. So I set it on 390 for 10 minutes. And I let that go, and then I flip it, and then I do like another 5 to 7 minutes on the other side, just until it's good and crispy. It just really depends on the thickness of the steak. And then I salt it and enjoy. Press machines. And now it's your turn to practice using these words on your own. Have fun. It's time for me to eat, and I have this delicious steak. And I'm really excited about it. This is just a chuck roast steak, so taking one for the team right now, y'all. Taking one for the team. I'm going to just add a little bit of red salt to it. And making it out. Here we go. Going to eat my delicious steak. And it is nice and juicy and fatty and good. So good. Quick 1 week grocery haul for our family. And this is a family with 5 kids in the house now. One's an adult, married, and he lives on his own. So I just wanted to preface that by saying this is now 5 kids and 2 adults, all of us eating some type of carnivore, ketovore, but we don't do vegetables lifestyle for the past year and a half. So here we go. So I got 4 bags of these 64-ounce frozen strawberries, no added sugar in them. And the kids use these. They add some half and half to them during the week and just defrost the strawberries and use it kind of as a little snack during the week. Sometimes they'll make strawberry smoothies too with a keto powder. And they'll also do that with the blueberries. Either just put them in a little cup, as you see my kids do, and just put half and half in them, or just have them plain, frozen in a cup. My older boys like to do that in the evenings as a snack. Or sometimes they will have a smoothie with the keto powder they use. These 0 sugar dark chocolate, these are called Bake Believe. And we like using them for like a once a week special treat when we make something for our church fellowship. Got a couple packages of cream cheese as well. Again, it's just for something special, something a little different kind of recipes. A big thing of sour cream. We love dipping stuff in sour cream. I say myself, I am dairy free. So everybody kind of has their own thing. My husband doesn't do eggs. One of my children don't do eggs. We all kind of have our own variations. But anyway, a big thing of cheese sticks. These are great for just lunches. I send with people that if we're like out on a play date or we need to be out running around, just a couple cheese sticks and a couple beef sticks, and we're good to go. I got 3 half-gallons of these Land O'Lakes half and half, and we do have a local family that supplies us with milk too from her cow, which is half and half, actually cream. But this kind of fills in the gaps when we can't get to her and can't get to her half and half beautiful Jersey cow milk. So anyway, when you're looking for half and half or heavy whipping cream, just make sure that it has simple ingredients. And this one is a good one. It just has milk and cream. You don't want Carrigian. That is cancerous. So next thing is my Kerrygold butter, and this I use 2 tablespoons of this every day in my coffee. My older boys use this as well in their coffee for our carnivore breakfast coffee, but they do use half and half too. I just blend up the butter in mine, and then I get this unsalted regular butter. It is just cream and salt and unsalted here. So I just have the kids use this cheaper brand for their everyday needs with butter. And what else did I get? Oh, I wanted to get some onion powder for seasoning, but they were out, so they sent me this minced onion. But that was it. It was $203 for the week. And like some of this stuff is specialty stuff, y'all. This is not like necessary things. We don't need the cream cheese. We don't need the sour cream. We certainly don't need the chocolate chips. We wouldn't even need the cheese sticks necessarily. So the fruit my kids do enjoy. So we do have the berries for our fruit. So anyway, that's it. That's wrap. That's 1 week, $203 carnivore grocery haul. If somebody's doing the math on my grocery order and it didn't add up, it's because I forgot to include the 2 packages of bacon that I got in that order today. So just to let you know, there was also 2 big packages of bacon that was included in that grocery haul that I did not see because my husband had already put it away. Okay, dog walk. We are out. It is early evening and Kitty is with me. Kitty, hi baby. Say hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Okay, so Kitty is with me and we are on our evening walk, and early evening walk, and tonight we're taking it easy and just gonna go down the road, and you can hear all the birds, and there's a really pretty cardinal that just flew by. Oh, there's a bunch of mama cardinals, a whole bunch. We're supposed to be getting some snow around us, but not us. We're getting rain here in East Texas, but it is going to cool down a little bit. It's beautiful right now. It's probably, I don't know, 70 some degrees. It's gorgeous, gorgeous weather. This is what we live for. It's what we survived the summer for. So anyway, it's been a beautiful day. It's been a wonderful day. I did not film. I had a couple more children that I homeschool. I have a child running to me right now. But I homeschooled a couple more of my little ones. I did not film all of that, but we're still using the Acellus program and the Good and the Beautiful. We use both intermittently. Both are fantastic. Either one and both together is really awesome. I have a girl. Grace is coming. You coming with Mama? Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to get a minute to talk this early evening about how carnivore differs for everybody. When you're doing this with more than one person, it's going to differ, and it's going to differ from person to person, from season to season. Not saying summer, winter, spring, fall, but more like the season of your life that you're going through, what your body's going through. We all have different bodies. So if you're seeing my videos and you're like, wow, they seem too strict, or wow, they seem too loose with carnivore, just know that it is different for each person. My husband is probably the strictest, has been the strictest out of all of us, meaning he has been more almost lion diet. And me too, for big, huge chunks of our carnivore journey, has been just beef, salt, water, maybe some electrolytes. I've done it without electrolytes, done it without salt. Everybody's different. You kind of just have to play around with it and see. I've done it without butter. So you just kind of keep playing and tweaking it for your body. It's going to depend on everything. It's going to depend on what sex you are. It's going to depend on how active you are, what age you are, where you live, how active you can be. It's just going to depend on a lot, and what your body's been through. So my body's been through a lot for the first 45 years of my life. So anyway, can you have pickles? Can you not have pickles? Can you add some sauces? Can you not add some sauces? And it's also going to depend on if there's people that can moderate and people that cannot moderate. There's some things that I'm okay, and I have a moderation button on, and I'll be okay with it. There's other things that I know I cannot. If I have it, it's going to open up Pandora's box and it's going to send me into a tailspin. So just keeping all those things in mind. So it's been a good day. Got homeschool done. We all ate good, got some groceries in the house again for the coming weekend. So that's always a good thing. I try to do my grocery shopping once a week. I do online shopping so that way I can stay within my budget. That just has worked best for me, and keep myself out of the stores. If I go to the stores, I will get distracted. So keeping myself on a budget means for me just doing it online and picking it up, or having somebody else pick it up. Either way, really has helped so much. But it's a beautiful day. I hope y'all can enjoy it wherever you are, even if you have to put a coat on. I hope you can get outside, enjoy some vitamin D, enjoy some sun in your eyes. And just know that you got to give yourself grace. And somebody else was asking me about going in cold turkey carnivore or going in gradual, and that is another thing that it depends on the person, depends on the personality, depends on the person, and it depends on how carb addicted you are, and if you need to come off slowly. I mean, I've heard Dr. Chafee talk about going slowly into it. I've heard people jumping in cold turkey, and I can maybe share that story with you more maybe on the next video of, did we go to cold turkey or did we go gradual, and how do we work all of that out. I can tell you it's different for everybody in my family, but we all kind of did similar things. There's a lot of similarities in it all too. So anyway, love the simplicity of this lifestyle, love feeling good, love being able to breathe and have energy, and enjoy my children and not be in the kitchen cooking all the time. We're not in the kitchen cooking all the time, y'all. We eat and then we go out and enjoy life. So, love you all so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.